All right. Well, yeah, Amanda's starving, so I'll start out. So Amanda made a lot of really good points in her live video today. I don't know. Ooh, Jesus. I don't know how to turn that off. A lot of really great points in her live video in Get Your Fit Together Tribe group, and things that we kind of want to touch on tonight. And I also got the email today of everyone's update of their Success Club points. And just so everybody knows, we're all at 0. So it's not like Amanda and I are saying this going, we're already at Success Club. Where are the rest of you? Like, not at all. Like it's for everybody to bring up the point of inviting. There have been a lot of people sharing in both Get Your Fit Together and Synergy Alliance that are just like, oh my gosh, like so great. What I want to start doing is I want you everybody, if you're going to share like a personal development segment, that's great. That's really great. We all appreciate that. But I want you to share what actions you're going to take behind that, because all the personal development in the world won't matter. It's not going to matter at all if you don't implement it. So, if everybody watched Amanda's live video and Get Your Fit Together, like it's a little raw. It's a little upfront because it needs to be said. There's no other way to say it. She was worried that, like, oh, I wonder how that came off. It doesn't matter how it came off. Like, it needed to be said. You know what I mean? And it's true. And so Amanda, I will let you jump in and we can go back and forth too. And same with him.
Okay. Sorry, I've been on the go since like 6:30 this morning. So I'm like, dinner, team call. Okay. So a couple things. This is kind of for just a general information, but also we're sharing it with our Team Cup team because we really want our Team Cup to implement this. Like, I would love for my whole team to implement this, all of my downline. But even more so because we're kind of in a competition this month and I'm super competitive, even if I try and stifle it a little bit, I want our team to really rock it. So I want to really challenge us to challenge each other on our invites. So not just, did you do your workout today? Did you drink your Shakeology today? Did you do your personal development today? Did you high five someone today for their good efforts? Like, what did you do to get someone in your group? When is your group starting? So here's one thing that I remember listening to one of the Team Cup winners when their team spoke at one of the summits. They said, this is what they did. They had calls where they touched base. I think they did it every week, but they may have done it like 2 or 3 times a week where they had these little powwows. They had a challenge group that they were starting together so that everybody was feeding into this one challenge group. They did 2. They did one in the middle of the month, so everybody the first half of the month sales went into that group. And then they did one right at the beginning of the next month, so your whole second half of the month of sales keep pushing until that like March 1st group or whatever the date would be. So if you guys want to, we can do a group all together and just have that be all the 5 of us and all of our challengers we throw into these groups. That way we're all putting forth the same amount of effort. We're all joining forces. This is a team thing anyway. If you want to do that, my group starts on Monday. I feel like several of us have groups that start on Monday. The theme of my group was like love yourself enough, or positive affirmations, loving yourself, and giving yourself what you need this month, like focusing on you this month. I don't know if that like fits in with everybody else's, or if we all just want to do our own groups, February 15th, and then we all have this big push group for the first week of March. So those are just some ideas, but we can kind of figure that part out later. But regardless of whether it's to my group or to Catherine's group, or we're doing a group together, or to your own group, you need to have a group starting on Monday. You need to have a group starting on Monday, and you need to get all your people in that group. We don't need to say, people are going to be joining later this month. I've got a whole bunch of people that want to do it. I know, Pamela, you've got a whole bunch of people lined up. That's great, but it's not going to get you any points. It's not going to get our Team Cup team any points. We're not going to move forward if we just have people in the, in the sidelines waiting, or we're talking to them. Like, what do we need to do to close those deals? The only thing I don't love about Team Cup is that it feels like it turns more into a close the deal thing than a relationship building, helping other people achieve their goals thing. But it's both. It's both. It's how fast can you help people achieve their goals, I guess.
Well, and it's
how fast can you get them on board to get started?
How many people can you get on board this month that you've been connecting with over the last few
right
months, you know?
Right. So, I mean, and what it did, let me tell you a little bit.
Pamela's trying to talk. Hold on. Sorry.
Go ahead, Pamela.
Okay. So I think that I have like 6 people now because I've been like calling. So I've been working with these ladies 3 times a week, just really quick, for about 3 months. There is a little bit of a language barrier, but it's really okay. I mean, it's just Spanish. I mean, you can figure it out.
Beachbody On Demand has everything in Spanish now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple of questions about the Spanish thing, but like basically what I'm hearing from them is they need to, okay, so Amanda, if I could get in your group, like starting Monday and get my people in there, I know that some of them are signing up as coaches on the 15th.
Okay.
But their paychecks, you know, are the 1st and the 15th. So,
I would say that's fine if they're on board, because they may be a couple days behind or even, you know, a week behind, but they'll have access to on demand.
Okay.
When they sign up, like within 24 hours.
And you don't want to base it on those people on the 15th. Like you don't want to just rely on those people too. You want to talk to everybody else who's ready right now tonight, you know, or right now tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm doing that too. I mean, I've just been like, so, you know, basically what's happened to me is that February 1st, everything is clicking with me now. You know how you have those moments?
Yeah.
And everything, and I'm really seeing, you know, this will work for me. I'm finally to that point. This will work.
Kicking butt, like teaching classes and you have that chance to really connect with people. So you don't want to, that's the worst thing I've done before is rely on the people, the connections that you've made previously and rely on their word. What I rely on is what I see in my back office. So
that's right.
I kind of, you know, I sometimes think about adding people ahead of time and I decide, you know what, like for example, Shay Stanford says, I have a deadline I do not negotiate with and I do not add someone until I see their order in my back office. Those are her rules and she likes rules. She's said before in some of her stuff, like, oh, I love rules. Like I love, you know, I like having structure. Well, that's kind of what I've adopted is, and I would do the same thing for you is like give them a deadline and then go, I have another one starting March 1st for whatever you want to do.
Okay. So, and
so I would get them in on the March group.
Yeah.
So, okay. So one more thing, Amanda, that's really clicked with me is that, you know how I've spent like all year, like going through this thing, like, oh, you know, I always thought like this whole building relationship thing that you have to be like, okay, like we have to be really good friends and things like that. The thing is that what has really clicked with me and is making the difference now and why I'm going full force now, people already know that I care. Okay. That's the whole thing. People already know that I care about them. So I don't have to like go dwell on that, you know, it's like, I have to be, somebody said, was it Lindsay Matway or somebody said it really kind of has to be like 50-50, you know, business and friendships or whatever.
And Melanie was really good at that too. Melanie,
that's what
showing that she cares, and then she's also very business oriented. So, yeah,
that's what's clicked with me lately. Yeah,
I think
trying to find that balance. Yeah,
right. Like when somebody goes to a store to buy something, you don't want to just be like, let me sell you everything I can sell you. Like you want to talk and what do they need and what you have that can help them, and then it's a business transaction and you move forward as a business. So yeah, finding that.
And also
that kind of happy place.
You care and you want to help people, so they need to let you help them with what you offer. You know what I mean? Like, so I think of it like that too. Like, I want to help you. Here's what I do that has helped so many people, and that's what I want to help you with using. You know, I want to use Shakeology to help you. I want to use these Beachbody programs to help you. You know, that's the whole point. Like, and I can't help you, you know what I mean? Like, unless you know, do this with me, you know, like, so you do want to help them first, but and then this is with the tools that you're utilizing, you know?
Right. And they have to help themselves. Yeah. I mean, to get their little magic box, you know, let's get going.
So one of the reasons I did that, did you see the call this morning that I did?
I did not, so I'll go back and watch it.
So it was just kind of what I was thinking about when I was getting ready this morning and on my way to work, about what's missing from, like, what am I doing that's not helping my team grow? Like, my team is doing really well with personal development. My team is doing really well with doing trainings and with doing things like that. But where is it? Where is the missing link that they're not growing their businesses like I'm trying to grow my business? And Catherine, that's kind of clicked on for Catherine over the last couple months. So what is it that's changed with Catherine, and what am I not doing or encouraging with everyone else? And I realized this morning that there is so much focus on personal development, and there's so much focus on trainings and sharing videos and sharing things like that in the Gift Tribe group and in the Synergy group. And I don't see a ton of screenshots of conversations that people are having, or, hey, I just sent out 20 personal invitations. I'm going to do another 20 tonight when I get home from work. I'm not seeing that part of it where you're supposed to be connecting with other people and asking them to join you. I just see like the getting ready. I'm going to get ready to be a good coach. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to pump my brain full of stuff, and I'm going to watch all these trainings. I'm going to get ready. But then what? Then you do. I don't see the doing part so much. And maybe I'm just not seeing it, or people just aren't sharing that part of it. But I want to make sure that people understand that that's the part that moves you forward. Not all the training, not all the personal development. You want to have a little bit of everything in there. They're all important in their own right reasons. But if you don't have the inviting, and you'll see all this in a bit, if you don't have the inviting, you're not going to move forward. So I wanted to talk about that tonight too. When I did my first Team Cup, I started coaching, like legit talking to people and inviting them in November. Whatever year I started, that was in November. And it was like the last week of November, I started asking people if they wanted to join my January challenge group. And I got like Success Club 7 in November, because I got a few people that were like, all right. And then in December, I got Success Club 12. And this was all building up for people for my January group. And then in January, I was building up for my February group. And I think I got like 18 in January. And then in February, right before, or in the end of January, Lindsay Matway messaged me because she saw that I was growing. I was a new coach and I was getting a lot of points. And she said, do you want to be on my Success Club team? And I was like, oh, yes. I don't know. Or my Team Cup team. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but yes. And she said, okay, we're all setting a goal of like 35. And I'm like, I can totally do that. So because I didn't want to fail. And so she pushed me, because she told me what the goal is that we were all setting, and I really didn't want to let her down. I asked all day long, every day. I messaged people that I hadn't messaged in forever, and I did a lot of the cold inviting, that icky inviting that I don't love now, but I was doing it to at least people that I knew. It wasn't like just random people on Facebook. But I think now we have a better technique of doing that, but you can still just send out just as many as I was sending out.
But again, you could send, like, if you, let's say you're connecting with a bunch of people and you haven't invited them already, or you haven't even gotten to like figuring out their goals, and like, so that you can lead with, hey, I saw on your Facebook post the other day that, you mentioned wanting to lose weight, or I had noticed that you said you were just diagnosed with hypertension, and I know something that's clinically proven to help with hypertension. Like, I've got this group, blah, blah, blah. Even if you haven't done that yet, if I've sent a couple messages to someone like just saying hi, or I loved your post recently, that's something, so that it's not like, who is this person? This is super spammy. Did I add someone that's a spammer on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you've at least connected with them once, now is still an okay time. And honestly, the more you do it, like, the easier it's going to get. Like, it's just the only way to do it. It's there's no other way to do it. You just have to jump in, make it happen. Just like working out. The more you work out, the better you get. It doesn't mean that, it necessarily gets easier, but the better you get. So the better you get at it, the more natural it feels to send an invite, especially when you start getting the thank yous. Thank you so much for inviting me to this. I wouldn't have done it had you not. I mean, I've already heard that a handful of times. And when I started hearing that, I was like, okay, like, I am doing them a favor. They are not doing me a favor by me asking them, and that's the nervous mindset that people will get, like, would you maybe want to like try this? It's okay if you don't, but, and it's like, well, now I don't want to try it because you don't sound like you're really super into it, and
Right.
you can't offer me anything of value anyway. So the more
Right.
you see that, like everything will start to click even more.
Right. And I think that February that we had that first Team Cup, I would guess that I probably sent out 300 invites.
300?
So like 10 a day, at least. And so we're already a week into the month, and it's only a 4-week month. Like, they're all 4-week months, but it's only 28 days. So we're already 25% of the way.
I got what you meant.
You know what I meant, as opposed to the 7-week months that we have. So we're already 25% of the way through this month. So if we're going to set a big goal like that, which why not? Like, it's Team Cup, just why not? Just throw yourself into it this month. You'll get probably 250 no's, maybe 280 no's. But if you get 20 yeses, that's 40 points.
And imagine
20 out of 300.
Imagine that money, especially let's say they're all, let's say even a quarter of those are, all access. I mean, that's $70 in your pocket right there. And
yeah, if you sell 5 challenge packs this month, you get an extra $100 too.
Yeah. So
What?
Yeah, and
if you sell 5 within 5 weeks of any time, you get an extra $100. And then I think if you sell like more, there's another bonus, but I can't remember what that next level is.
So I'm also going to start a challenge group, and I shared on my Facebook page, and like someone actually posted it on my Facebook today. Hey, what was this big surprise you said you're going to announce today? And I'm actually not ready to announce it today. So I actually edited my post to say Wednesday. So I'm actually going to comment and be like, just kidding, it's Wednesday.
Right.
But I'm going to start doing, Danny and I decided to, because Danny wants to start doing Beachbody stuff, we're going to do a couples challenge group. So I want to do a photo with him, like a fun, like Charlie's Angels, like, photo, and do a couples challenge group to talk. And like, we're all going to read a personal development book together, and do a couples thing, because I know a lot of people like want the support of their spouse or want this or that. So if you think that that's something that you and your significant other like to do, we could do that together too. So I just wanted to offer that. Amanda's talking about her challenge group. I have a challenge group going, a regular one, and then I'm also going to do a couples one with Danny, and we've been talking about the content we want, and it's starting on Monday. So, and again, if no one joins it, then it starts 7 days after that. It starts at whatever Monday that I have a few people to add, so let's say you get no one and you get no orders by the time the 13th comes, which is the Monday, then screw it. Do another invite next week, another public invite, and then get ready for the following, 7 days later. Who cares?
But the thing is, so for our groups that start on Monday, we have, what's today, Tuesday? So we have tonight, because today's not over. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, really Sunday. So we have 6 days to invite for people to join in this group.
Yeah.
And they may not have their Shakeology yet, but because we're not on the health bet, you're not on that like limited whatever, I would just put them in and say, drink your Shakeology when you get it. And for some people, if they're close or if you have enough, you could always send them a few packets and be like, just use these to get you through the first week. But I would just keep pushing, and we start on Monday, but we could be adding people up through Sunday to that group, because they'll have that free 30-day trial. If they don't get all access, they'll at least have the free 30-day trial of Beachbody On Demand. So that's one thing. But the other thing I was telling Catherine yesterday, I don't know, the days all run together. One thing I see a lot of, and I don't know that I've ever done this since I've been coaching, just because I have this very competitive mentality, is the last day of the month doesn't end until midnight on the last day of the month to get sales in. So when I have a goal, and sometimes I drive myself crazy, and sometimes I freak out, and sometimes I'm on major stress alert, and that's not necessarily good for your health or good for anything, but I do it. If I have a goal of 10 and I'm at 9 or 8 or even 7, and it's the last day of the month, I better bust my ass to get those last 3 points before midnight. I will push myself until midnight. I will go back through everybody. I will go back through people who have liked. I will continue. And if I don't get it by midnight, then I don't get it. But I've done everything I could do. One thing I've seen a lot in my downline is the 25th, 26th, people are like, oh, I'm still at 0. There's always next month. I'm like, you've got 5 full days until midnight every day of those days, or 6 full days. Why would you stop? So I would encourage for this group, let's just really focus on it with this group. And I want all of my downline to do this, but for this challenge group, if our deadline is going to be Sunday night at midnight, let's push till Sunday night at midnight.
Every single day, every minute counts.
Yeah, it does. You have to be able to balance your personal life with Team Cup Month because it can get crazy. But just be really smart with your time, with prioritizing your time. If you have other commitments, we all have lives, we all have other commitments, but carve out that very specific time. Give up a TV show this month or something. But
don't this isn't on Facebook. Don't scroll.
Yeah. And this isn't just for the team. This is also really for your business. This could be the month that makes your business take off or not,
Yeah, last month making Success Club 8, I got a lead customer. I mean, so, it really can make a difference because all of a sudden you're going to start getting a couple leads and that'll encourage you more. And then that like momentum rolls into March and April and May. Mm-hmm. So it really, Team Cup really can be a game changer.
It can. So I would say for every day, make every day count. Make this first challenge group if our cutoff is going to be. So Catherine, is that when you're starting yours on Monday as well?
Yeah. And yeah, exactly.
Okay. So we're pushing and I can add you, Pamela, to mine if you want to do that one. Yeah. We're pushing until Sunday night.
Okay.
Even Monday morning, if somebody gets them, be like, hey, my group starts today. It's not too late. I'll throw you in there. You can get you're on demand or go take a walk tonight, and that can be your day one exercise. But we'll get you started. And then starting like the next day, we'll put all those people in the March group.
Okay.
So the March group will be, but again, we can't expect people to get in those groups. So March would be March 6th. We can't expect people to get in those groups if we're not telling people that we have the groups there for them to get into. If we're not inviting people into those groups.
Tell them your group starts the 27th.
Yeah, the 27th is good too because that can always be preseason. We didn't mention that? Oh no, that's just preseason. But
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
But for the people that are signing up on the 27th and 28th, yeah, preseason may start, but the group actually starts on the 6th. So that's just what I want to say is I think there has to be a shift in focus overall in Synergy and Gift Tribe, but I think if we can just really zone it in for Team Cup, this is the shift I'm trying to see in everybody, but I think we can start with us.
Yeah, agreed.
But Pamela, go listen to that call. And it is kind of raw and harsh because I didn't really plan it or make notes. I was just like, let me just go live and make this really, and then I got off and I was like, I hope I didn't sound like a super bitch on that. I didn't mean to.
I will.
If you watch it and you're insulted, like you're personally insulted, I'm saying this to everybody. I'm not saying it to anyone. Like I said this to Amanda on the phone today when she was like, what'd you think of it? And I said, if anyone in Get Your Fit Together Tribe is upset about it or feels like, wow, she was like a real biatch, then she's probably talking about you. So if you're insulted, it's probably about people.
Yeah, if you take offense to it, maybe you're guilty.
Yeah, if you're offended by it, then maybe it's you that you need to like look at the mirror and not Amanda. You know what I mean? Like, so just whoever's watching this or whatever, or for anyone that watches the Get Together video, if you're upset, maybe consider what you're doing.
Yeah. So, and not to say those things are bad, but those things alone are nothing.
Yeah.
They're nothing.
No, exactly. Coaching. I mean, I couldn't get through the week without my personal development, but you also can't make Success Club without inviting. So
right.
Go hand in hand.
Right. And so last thing, what is your goal for this month, guys?
20.
My goal?
Mm-hmm. Shoot super high. Catherine, 20, that's bullshit. Go higher.
All right, 30.
Okay, there you go.
Diamond.
No. Your points. How many points?
Success Club points too.
Okay. So 25.
Okay. Good.
30.
I'm going
30.
30. Do it for 30. We're all doing 30.
I'm going Diamond. I have a few people that want to sign up as coaches this month too. So Diamond and Success Club 30.
Okay.
Diamond. All right. You got it. 30.
All right. Good. I like it.
15 people.
Yeah. You're sending out 3. Okay. So now if we have 300 invites and we have how many days left in the month? like 21 days left.
Mm-hmm.
300.
14 invites a day.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
14. All right. So let's really really push ourselves to do that. And if you know you're going to be out of town on Saturday, do 28 today so you can cover, or break up that 14 for Saturday over the next couple days. But really, this is not just a commitment to the team, guys. This is a commitment to you. How serious are you going to take your business or building your business? Is that really a thing for you? Or is it just like, I just joined the Team Cut for whatever? We can really make a difference. And there are prizes. I didn't even look at what the prizes were this time, though. I've been so out of it. Have you seen them, Catherine?
No, but tomorrow morning I'm getting on a live webinar from my Success Club prize for January.
Yeah. I have to listen to the recording. I'm going to be at work, but tell me how it goes.
Yeah.
And then I also posted in Gift Tribe about, I think it's either Wednesday or Thursday and Friday, a 2-part thing that Kim Carver is doing about inviting.
Cool.
Okay. Wait.
So again, good to watch, but very good to implement.
Okay. So wait, when is that going to be?
It's in the Gift Tribe.
Okay.
I can't remember where it is, but I posted the
if I find it, I'll tag you, Pamela.
Yeah, tag everybody in there.
Please do. I need help in that. And that would really help me. Okay.
All right,
guys. Have a good night.
Yay, 14.
It's 6:30 here, so I'm going to spend a power hour before bed after I study.
Sweet.
Thanks,
you can
Catherine.
do it.
All right.
Bye, Amanda.
Bye, guys.
Bye.